Late last week, Dr. Anthony Fauci warned that if we continue to do nothing about the ongoing pandemic, then through the winter, we could be looking at a death toll of 400,000 total Americans from this pandemic. That is on top of the over 200,000 that we already have. So he's saying over the winter months, we could add an additional roughly 200,000 dead to the overall total. Here's what's really scary about that. We repeatedly heard both Donald Trump in his debate, Donald Trump in his ads that he's producing from the White House lawn, and Mike Pence in the vice presidential debate, that we were going to have a vaccine by the end of the year, folks. Y'all remember that, right? I'm not the only one that heard that. They said we would likely have a vaccine by the end of the year. And here we have Fauci saying, hey, we're probably going to have 200,000 deaths over the winter months. So who do we believe? The people that say, don't worry, the vaccine's right around the corner? Or the guy who hasn't been lying to us every single day since the pandemic began? I'm going to go with Fauci. Yeah, Fauci's told a couple lies, but he later admitted to them and explained why he did it. Because he didn't want the PPE to be sucked up by crazy hoarders, and he wanted it to be available for hospitals and doctors, the people who needed it to treat people. That was his lie. That's why he told us back then not to do it. Nevertheless, his whole thing hinges on if nothing is done, this is the death toll we're going to be looking at. Nothing's going to be done. We know for a fact Donald Trump's not going to do anything because even after he caught it, what did he do? He left the hospital and he said, don't worry about this thing. It's not that big a deal. You know, we don't all have socialized medicine to protect us and keep us alive, or a team of doctors working around the clock, or, you know, private helicopter rides to the hospital. But he told us, don't worry about it. We're going to be okay. He downplayed it. He told people, don't let it ruin your lives. Don't let it control your lives. That is going to lead to more infections because people think, oh, well, he got over it. I can too. You don't have the same kind of care he has. Plus, we don't even know if he's out of the woods yet. You kind of maybe want to wait and see about that. Either way, he's not going to do anything. But in researching for this story, scary thought popped into my head. Think about this. Think about the scenario of Donald Trump losing the election. That is a very likely, the most likely at this point, scenario to play itself out. So, he loses the election November 3rd. He knows he's a lame duck. He's angry at the public. He's bitter. He's mad that he lost. And the death tolls start to go up. Do you think at that point that this man is going to do anything to help us? No, if anything, he's going to do the opposite. That's what I predict will happen. He will intentionally, and this is as Dr. Bandy Lee, the Yale forensic psychiatrist, pointed out, the man seems to delight in hurting people. So if we hurt his feelings by not reelecting him, I guarantee you he is going to become vengeful and angry, and his policies with regards to the pandemic are going to reflect that. I think Fauci's undercutting it here. I think Trump's anger and his wrath is going to push that death toll way, way above 400,000 people. And that's a terrifying thought. But he is already doing everything he can to make sure that death toll goes higher by downplaying the severity of it. And just imagine what he's going to do if he's pissed off at the entire country for voting for Joe Biden.